Hey guys, Will here from StayFrostyCinema, and here I am doing a DualComm with my friend Colby. Say hi to everybody.
Hey guys.
We are doing a DualComm talking about the DLC for MW3. Now let's kick off. Colby, you are an Elite member, but on PS3, right?
Yep.
So unfortunately, due to Activision's contract or whatever with Microsoft, he has only played Liberation and Piazza, the first two drops, but what do you can tell us a little bit about those. What do you think of, let's start off Liberation. What do you think about Liberation?
I think it's fun, but like it's for like the noobs, like because there's a lot of camping spots. It's for grenade launching. It's very open, snipers.
Yeah. Well, I've heard it's not that great. What would you say in like out of 5 rating?
I would probably give it maybe 3.
Okay, so not the best, but not horrific.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here it has an underground portion. Is that any fun?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Okay. And then you got Piazza, the Italian one.
Yeah.
What do you think about that one?
I like it because like it's good for shotguns because there's lots of corners and it's a lot of hallways and stuff like that.
Very good, very good. And it looks like a more like close quarters map, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now out of 5 for Piazza.
I'd give it a 4.
Okay. Okay, so now Overwatch, the third drop. You haven't played Overwatch, but I hear your phone ringing there.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do you think Overwatch looks?
I think it looks pretty fun.
Yeah, it definitely. When I first saw the screenshot of it back in January, I said, "High Rise." It looked so much like High Rise to me, just because of the whole style of it. And I think that's what they're trying to do in MW3 DLC, not copy and paste MW2 maps or MW1 maps, but definitely channel the same sort of idea of them. So, but Overwatch, I've heard really, really good things. It looks like it's symmetrical, looks pretty straightforward, but also pretty cool. So, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, then you got BlackBox. So, BlackBox takes place in SoCal, Southern California, in a rich neighborhood that the president's plane somehow got shot down. And apparently people are fighting over it. So, what do you think? How do you think BlackBox looks?
I think it looks pretty fun because you got the close combat and the far combat.
Yeah, when I saw the first screenshot of it, I was like, okay, this looks like a state because of the houses around it. And now when I see gameplay of it and all the new screenshots before, I was like, it looks like they took a state with all the houses and sort of the hills and levels and mushed it together with Scrapyard with the plane and like the big cover and everything. And it looks actually really good. And I think, you know, like Activision and Call of Duty getting a lot of shit from fans just over stupid stuff, and the fans should just really shut up. You can buy the DLC or you can't buy the DLC, but stop like patronizing them because they're, I mean, like, I think BlackBox looks great, and I also think Piazza looks really good, and Liberation, even if it's not the best, still. But Elite looks like a pretty good setup here. So you get new stuff every month. I have no clue what's coming in April, but I'm to find out. Anyway, BlackBox dropped alongside 2 Spec Ops missions, one called Black Ice and the other called Negotiator. Now, Black Ice, the snowmobile / diamond mine blower-uppers. What do you think of that one?
I think it's gonna be fun because people like snowmobiling and people like blowing up stuff.
Who does not like snowmobiling / blowing up stuff? Yes, it looks very cool. I'm not surprised that they tried to like sort of recess the snowmobiling thing from MW2 because people love just racing like that. But yeah, it looks cool. And Spec Ops isn't the cream of the crop for MW3, so if it's horrible, I mean, it's not gonna be a huge deal. But if it's fun, then that's good. And then you got Negotiator, which is pretty much full-on just breaching, but you're in India. So you got Curry, you got breaching. What do you think of that one?
I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun too.
Yeah, I like breaching, especially when playing Spec Ops. You're just like yelling, just breaching. It's very, very fun. So I'm glad they're introducing Spec Ops into the lineup. It looks pretty cool. So anyway, now we're gonna talk about our DLC wishlist. So I'm gonna let you do yours. So what do you want to see in DLC in terms of maps, guns, and anything else?
For maps, I'd probably like to see High Rise, Favilla, and Terminal.
So you want them to return from Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
And for guns, I'd probably want to see the Intervention in Tar 21.
For maps, for me, I'd say Terminal. And Overwatch looks so much like High Rise, I wouldn't say I'd want to bring it back. There's not much of a point to bring High Rise back if Overwatch is already there. So I would say Terminal, and I would say Karachi, and then I would say a broadcast from Modern Warfare 1, the one in the TV station. That was really, really freaking fun. I still play that on PC. It's hilarious. So I would want to see that make a return if possible, because they did bring back MW1 maps into MW2, but that's kind of pushing it if they bring them back in MW3. But like the Crash and Overgrown and that stuff. But you know, broadcast is really, really fun. So I would definitely like to see that come back. And in terms of guns, the F2000 assault rifle. I would like to see the FAMAS, maybe, because then you have free burst weapons. And I would say if they make the FAMAS something that you unlock, and that's the other thing with DLC guns, like would they be unlocked later on, or would you get them right off the bat? I'd say if they integrated an unlocking system, so they were just there and you have to unlock them, even if you had a DLC. I would say if they make the FAMAS unlocked, like right next to the FAD, FAD, like, or really close to it, and make it better than the Type 95, like in terms of ammo and stuff, and then just make it like funner than the Type 95, like not more damage, because Type 95 is a ball, like a beast, a baller, but make it funner than the Type 95, like make it more comfortable, make it faster reload, but less power, so people will start like drifting off the Type 95. That would be the only way they could bring back the FAMAS, because otherwise, if they made it as good as Type 95, you have 2 Type 95s, and who's gonna like that? But I'd also like to see, obviously, the intervention, because it is so epic, and maybe, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think here. I like the TAR-21. That was my favorite assault rifle, so I'd like to see that come back too. And in terms of submachine guns, I see the Vector. That making a return would be really good. And here's the thing: guns are not a shot in the dark. It's not just speculation. On the DLC calendar for Modern Warfare 2, there are slots how it shows that say classified people. So it actually, there's a very good chance that that guns will be brought back. And Robert Bowling also said that returning maps from Modern Warfare 2 will probably be free. He wants to make them free because you played them before. They're just bringing them in, and I think that was the problem with fans. Fans don't want to pay for something that they already played. They just wanted to play it in a new setup. So I think that Activision can make the community happy with new guns and good old maps, and that's. And another thing they can do is bring back old Spec Ops missions, like bring in the one with the Juggernauts or the snowmobile race. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see what the future holds and what Activision has in store for us and Infinity Ward.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, your game is just wrapping up here, but we got a few more seconds. So, anyways, I don't really know what to say. Anyway, your game just kind of wrapped up here. So. Leave a comment below saying what you would like to see return in terms of guns, maps, whatever. Just let us know. And if you have a good idea, I will shout you out or something, or I will say congratulations, you're smart. But until next time, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to SFC, and thank you, Colby. Thank you, Colby, for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, until next time, stay frosty.